Mogul Motivation, empowering and inspiring entrepreneurs and dream chasers worldwide, 1 week at a time. Presented by True Stories Media. And I am your host, Antoine Twiz Taylor. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Mogul Motivation. Welcome back. I'm happy that you are here. If this is your first time listening, this podcast is for the aspiring entrepreneur trying to get over that hump and make things happen. This podcast is for anybody with a dream that wants to go forward and accomplish that dream. The enemy is a one-trick pony. The enemy is not creative. The enemy does not know how to create these elaborate schemes to disrupt you, to destroy you, to cause chaos in your life. If you look over the course of your life, all of the destruction, the situations that cause you the most pain, the temptation that you have fell victim to, they are all similar, right? The enemy is not creative. So that's why it's very important that we fortify our minds daily. Yesterday, the enemy exploited my anger once more. There was an unfortunate situation that happened and I could not control my emotions. I did the best I could in that moment, absolutely. But nonetheless, I was very angry and bothered for the rest of the evening. And truth be told, I'm pretty angry and bothered right now as I record this podcast, which is one reason why I'm not video recording it. I just didn't feel like it. But the enemy is a creative. The enemy knew how to get to me. The enemy knew exactly which angle to attack me. So I have to fortify my mind daily. You have to fortify your mind daily because we are always going to be vulnerable to temptation. We are always going to have those chinks in our armor. But every single day we have to, number one, admit that we are vulnerable, understand that we are vulnerable, right? We have to accept that truth. And when we accept that truth, now we can move accordingly. And how do we move accordingly? We have to have discernment. We have to have discernment and understand that whatever the situation is not going to kill us. Whatever the situation is, no matter how frustrating, no matter how inconvenient, no matter how demoralizing, no matter how much it hurts our feelings, it is not going to literally kill us. Because you are still going to have another day after that. Here I am the morning after. Yeah, I'm not video recording because I'm angry. I still feel away. But here I am the morning after with the motivation, with the inspiration, with the control to go just a little bit harder and make sure that I'm never in a situation like that again. Tell yourself that you have the ability to be resilient and bounce back from whatever schemes and attacks that the enemy sends your way. In your business, in your personal life, you have the control and the power to still have victory. So that's my message this morning to you, ladies and gentlemen. Whenever you're listening to this podcast, whether it's morning time, afternoon, evening, it does not matter. Whatever situation that caused chaos in your life, that altered your emotions, whatever that situation is, understand that this situation will not end you. This situation will not end your business. This situation will not end what you have planned. It's an inconvenience. It's a thorn in the side, absolutely. But nonetheless, we can still persevere despite how uncomfortable we are. We can still have that victory. And tell yourself this, you have to go so hard now. You have to be so motivated, so inspired to make sure that those situations do not arise again to the level that they arise to the level that they affected you to in the past. You have to tell yourself that no matter what, I'm going to do everything I can so that that never happens again. So that that negative event is eliminated not only from my mind, but those negative events will not happen in the future. The enemy is still going to continue to attack you. But understand, like I said, the enemy is not creative. The enemy is not no genius. The enemy is going to continue to attack you, but once the enemy sees that those attacks are ineffective, you have more power. Each day, each moment, Each week, each month, each year, you get stronger and stronger and stronger because you are telling yourself, I still have control. I can still choose to persevere, or I could choose to submit. Which one do you want to do? Because if you submit to this negative event, if you submit to this situation, if you submit to this feeling, you will never go nowhere. You're going to continue to stay in that quicksand and sink and sink. But if you choose to persevere, no matter how painful it is, no matter how hard it is, you are still moving forward. And the more you move forward in tough situations, the stronger you become, and the stronger you become, the wiser you be, and the wiser you be, the more successful you will be in life. Those negative events will never affect you in the way that they affected you before. So yes, I'm still mad right now. Not as mad as I was yesterday, but I'm still mad. But I have the discernment and the understanding that this negative event that occurred yesterday is never going to happen again. And if it does happen again, I'm going to have more control, more wisdom to where it does not affect me to the level that it affected me yesterday. On today, I will be successful. On today, I will accomplish everything I desire. On today, I will have an undeniable focus to make sure that I level up and I progress and I get to a point that I was never at before. I will be more powerful. These are the things you have to tell yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Your gifts print unlimited money for you. Your talents are multi-million-dollar worthy. You have to tell yourself these things. You are very smart. You are very intelligent. You are very resilient. You persevere. You are strong, and you cannot be defeated no matter how big that negative event may seem. It cannot kill you, and it cannot stop your flow. So that's my message this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Let's continue to work. Let's continue to imagine reality. There is no negative event on this earth that will kill you. It will not end you. It will not end your business. It will not end your dreams. It will not stop your flow and your momentum. Continue to feed your subconscious mind and tell yourself that everything you desire is coming and it will be within your grasp sooner than later. So if this podcast has benefited you in any way, shape, or form, I ask for two things as always. Number one, please leave a 5-star review. And number two, pass it on to a friend who may benefit from it as well. Have a great day, everybody. I'll talk to you next week.